Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, there's conflicting reports in Belgium. Some reports are that 34 people are dead. Other reports that at least 31 are dead, which would lead you to believe that there's more, but maybe they're having a hard time with DNA or different types of identification. But we do know this. The only surviving suspect directly linked to the deadly bombings in Brussels, Belgium, is believed to still be on the run, according to the Belgian officials. That man, whose name has not been publicly released, but is being identified by a light-colored jacket, and you've seen the picture of the three of them. The two on the left, wearing just one black glove, blew themselves up in this process with their suitcases full of bombs as they cart on into the airport. The third man leaves his bomb, and it does not detonate. The man wearing the white colored jacket is seen wearing the surveillance footage from the airport and been reportedly arrested earlier this morning by local and international media outlets, including to ABC News. Now, the Belgian prosecutor said the three others who officials believe were responsible for the two bombs that detonated at the airport and the one suicide bomber on the subway car are all thought to have died in the blast. So the two suicide bombers at the airport, the one over at the metro train station, they're dead. Of those three, two of those men have been identified as relatives. One of the airport suicide bombers, the other was the subway bomber. They are brothers. The deadly attack has left at least 31 people dead and 270 people injured, according to Belgian prosecutors, who also said those numbers could rise. The attacks began Tuesday morning when two bombs were detonated at the airport, and a separate attack involved an explosion on the rail tracks there at the metro subway station in Brussels, according to the Transportation Department. The attacks occurred 4 days after the authorities had captured Saleh Absalam, a suspect in the Paris attacks that killed 130 people back on November the 13th, 2015. In a surveillance photo released after the attack, the suspect of the overnight manhunt can be seen with the two other men who are thought to be dead after detonating their suicide bombs at the airport. The Belgian federal prosecutor said in a press conference the alleged suicide bombers are wearing black. They had a single glove each on their left hand in the photo, while the now arrested suspect is wearing a light-colored jacket and a hat obscuring part of his face. We still don't know who he is. They have not released his name. They have him in custody. And there's still belief that there could be another suspect on the run that they're looking for. Okay? So the two guys, they're dead. The one guy at the metro station, he's dead. The guy in the white coat, he's been arrested. They believe that's him. They have not released his name. And then there's still another suspect somewhere that's still on the run, according to officials. So it's still very, very fluid, still very sketchy. We're still waiting to find out more. Now, but the fact that they have this guy in the white coat arrested, the question is the guy they arrest, is that him? And what's his name? And so they're interrogating him. There's no question about that right now. All right? So we need to pray for Belgium. We need to pray for Brussels. We need to pray for the all of Europe and the free world, for that matter, because as radical Islamic Muslim militants continue to rise with this horrific terror and hatred for Western society, hatred for Jewish people, hatred for Christians, and now there's a new narrative out there that we gotta just. The only reason this is happening is because they've been oppressed, or they've been, haven't been accepted, or whatever, as they're trying to assimilate into the Western society. Folks, that is absolutely not true at all. Every opportunity for everyone is there in the Western societies. This has nothing to do with assimilation. This has to do with intimidation and manipulation that they are bringing to the Western world by trying to force their own Sharia law values and doctrines upon the already Western culturized world. So this is where we're at, and it's going to get uglier. We need to pray. But these are part of what the Bible says, that in the last days, because iniquity abound, the love of many would wax cold. No one has the right to use this horrific murdering violence to prove a point. And for any journalist to try to somehow justify the actions because of some type of inability to assimilate within a society. That is the most reckless journalistic approach I've ever heard of in my life. And it's not just journalists that are doing it. It is lawmakers in high places. Go figure. All right? Go figure. So we need to pray. This is a dangerous time. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the last days.